Didn't we also learn that it didn't really matter in the... Sir? Sir? Sure, I'll be cat. I can change. Because I don't really care who I play as. Eggs. Execute. Didn't you also find out you could just use your keyboard? Does the game have music playing right now? Because I'm hearing nothing. Yeah, it's... I don't know. Huh. Hmm. I mean, tournament arcs and enemies to lovers is a go-to for both of them. Tournament. Enemies. Villain wins at the end.
I do own a sword. Picking that one. 5D chess because
okay, that's good.
I'm smart. I'm constantly terrifying the universe.
Oh, this is easy. Drunken karaoke, searching for loot in RPGs, and enemies to lovers.
Hell yeah. And now our top three favorite magical girl tropes. I like that this bit has been very unexpected every single time. Imagine away with Sonic the Hedgehog on the three things. I'm sure it's somewhere in there. Anyway, shout out to Bright and Colorful Murder Machines. Shout out to Idols doing their best, and shout out to Nerds.
Blue chick in the middle. Murder lady. Shy girl.
That's this one, right?
Yes.
I don't know shit about magical girl tropes, and none of these look like Madoka Magica.
I have no idea how to get the game audio working. I am sorry, everybody.
Murder lady and murder.
This one's relatable. I'll go for the nerd.
Well, the red one has the same face as your face mask.
Green, yellow, red.
Yeah, but everyone else keeps thinking red as first. I'm like, I want to be different.
We weren't new to all this, so this time we challenged ourselves with a goal other than finding love. With the support of Zoe and Liam, we had decided to take on a project we had been putting off for too long. Making our own comic. We had so many ideas, and yet we always found excuses not to work on them, but the con was the perfect setting to find inspiration and go for it. So yeah, we've got a couple options. We have a shonen, which is the one we did first time. We have a romance, space, superhero, presumably. So what genre are we feeling? What kind of comic do we want to make?
I pick space so that way we can make it spooky.
I second
and
space.
Also so I can hit on aliens.
Space it is. The fear of failure had stopped us for too long, but then we reminded ourselves of the one thing that always kept us going. That we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
Sarah.
So here's how this game works. We've essentially got a timeline on each day, and we each can choose one, kind of location. There we go. There's the button. So, we've all got... So, based on our personality tests, these are the stats that we have been allocated.
I'm going to go with my strategy from last time. I'm going to be bold as fuck.
It's a nice spread.
Is mine at the bottom?
Yours is the bottom, Rain, yes. Okay. And each of these correlate to a specific stat. So you have creativity for the hotel, main stage is smarts, community zone is fun, lobby is boldness, and the merch hall is charm. You know what? I'm pretty weak in the fun zone, so I'm gonna go to the community zone. And generally, how we play this is when it's your turn, you do the narration, which is a thing that I implemented to save my voice from having to read for 3 hours straight. At the community zone, you find several 5D chess matches going on at the same time. Time to prove your smarts to this old con. You play 5 matches at the same time. You make fast decisions, going from chess table to chess table. Everyone's impressed, until they realize you lost all chess matches in just a few moves. You may have gained 0 smarts, but you surely gained 2 fun. Afterward, you meet up with Liam, Zoe, Doug, and April to attend a roundtable discussion about harem anime. Time for your natural horniness.
No.
Oh, Zoe looks so cute in that jacket.
So who is voicing who?
You voice everybody on your turn.
Oh damn! All right.
And I'm just going to quickly pop the reactive down right over here, just so that we're not blocking the text. So I'll fix that later. Fellow harem enjoyers, the genre is at risk. The industry is running out of ideas. How many more
Holy shit! I
tsunderes
can
is
hear the
there?
music now.
What the fuck? Why is it working now?
I have
Yeah.
no idea.
Sorry
Wait.
for interrupting. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Save. Were
Yeah.
you clicked into the game?
I mean, I was pressing the controller buttons and it was working.
Yes, but I think what happened is you were unintentionally not clicked into the game,
So if
but
I
the
do this-
controller was working.
I mean, it was the main tab, so that was my logic.
I don't know then.
I cannot possibly explain it.
Okay, well, let's see if I caused us to break it.
All right, I'm just moving my exclamation point fish up. All right, how many more tsundere saying baka can we enjoy till it feels just too tired? Inventive tropes make for better harem rosters, and better harem rosters make every love interest shine brighter. Wow, Zoe. For once, I think we're 100% on the same page. Exactly. Look at Liam here. Back in Spooky Academy, he was undoubtedly the weakest link of the romance roster. But here, aided by a much stronger roster, even Liam is cool. What? Liam used to not be cool? Thanks, Doug. We must ask more of ourselves, otherwise, what's our bar as consumers and creators? A romance roster of 6 love interests where 2 are angry demons? But should we reinvent the wheel, though? If the tropes have been there since the dawn of time, maybe it's because they do work? Yeah, the cute but secretly murderous pink yandere clown is right. Sure, they do work, but can't we push further than that? Let's compromise. We keep our tsunderes, genki girls, and yanderes. But let's try and come up with one innovation to the genre. Seems it's once again up to you to solve a conflict by proposing one of 2 ideas, for that is your narrative function within this group. What's a genki girl? I have no idea, actually.
Oh, God.
Suggest a groundbreaking new type of character. for a
Genki
roster of
Girl,
harem
I think,
anime.
is a reference to Saints
Genki
Row.
girls are basically like, they're specifically really, really hyper energetic like girls. Because Genki means lively or energetic.
The model
So they're-
train enthusiast. I'm sorry.
So they're literally like super, like hyperactive, optimistic like girls.
People pleasers condensed into a trope. We have the model train enthusiast. Will she love you more than she loves model trains? Or people are starting to become immune to the tsundere's harsh personalities. They want a personality that feels like getting hit by lightning. They want the tsundere. I honestly, model train enthusiast girl's kind of cute.
Yeah.
I'm going model train enthusiast.
That's quite a disruptive choice.
Yes, being passionate about your hobby is always sexy. Okay, but I have to know, does she end up loving the main character more than she loves trains? See, that surely feels like a novel conflict for the MC to overcome. Man, that's rough. I couldn't compete with that. I don't think I'm cooler than trains. Don't say that, Doug. You are cool. Let's be realistic, though. There are some really cool trains out there. Liam! What? Some trains are cooler than any of us. What's on your mind, April? You've been quiet. Sorry, I was just thinking. What if, as they grow closer, the model train enthusiast remembers that she knew the MC from childhood? Ah, yes, the classic trope of the childhood promise. They used to bond over model trains and promise to be together when they grew up. Huh? No, I was thinking more like, what if the MC used to be a train until a curse turned into a regular person with amnesia? When he recovers his memory, the model train enthusiast realizes she doesn't have to choose. Her true love's kiss breaks the curse, and he regains his original form as a train.
Train fuckers, let's go!
Whole new meaning to riding in the harem anime. Hi, Flicker. What a sentence for you to appear in this stream on. Congrats on getting the artist badge for this channel for all of the wonderful emotes you have provided. I'm so sorry you had to see this.
It could be worse if you've been talking about running trains.
And then they have raunchy, steamy sex.
Perfect.
Steamy. What is going on in your brain, April? You don't want to know, honk honk. You spend the rest of the day brainstorming this superb new twist on the harem genre, gaining 2 fun and losing 2 boldness. Choo choo.
Choo.
Alright, Mana, I think you actually can control it if you have your controller plugged in.
No. No, I cannot.
No. That's very weird, because I know Egg was controlling it.
Well, we're going to the expo floor because we're being bold.
Okay, I guess you can control it.
Oh.
Or was that Egg?
That was
it-
me. Do you want me to just take you over to the expo floor?
I mean, that's where I'm gonna go, so.
So the
This
lobby.
one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You decide to walk around the lobby, which is the most intimidating activity at the con for anyone who's not a social butterfly. Some random people ask you to take a pic of them. You're forced to push people around to actually move. You even say bless you to someone who sneezed. Look at you socializing. Here, have boldness. You're hanging out with Omen and Doug when their walkie-talkies beep. They're being summoned by the con volunteer middle manager. What's the situation, boss? We came as soon as we could. Actually, I could have come faster, but consider yourself lucky I even came at all. We have an emergency. Someone let a tiger onto the merch floor. Really? This is the most glorious day of my life. Need you two to get out of here before it hurts somebody. Before it hurts somebody? Ugh, how dull. Not to argue, ma'am, but don't you think you should call animal control or something? We're not experienced at dealing with wild animals. There's no time to find real professionals. There are lives on the line. Yours, for example. Good luck. Try not to die.
I love when they pull inspiration from yokai designs.
Relax, y'all. I heard the situation. I'll capture the tiger. I've got a natural way with the wild animals of the Wild West. Nico, I love you, but I have several problems with that idea. One, you were not actually a cowboy.
But a mandarin.
2, tigers aren't native to the Wild West. I don't think you could capture a tiger even if you were a cowboy. But I can do it. I really can. I've been practicing with my lasso. How do you think I got the tiger in here? What? Nico, did you let the tiger into the con just so you could show off your lasso? This town ain't big enough for the 2 of us to be asking questions, buckaroo. We got a tiger to wrangle. Well, however it happens, there's a tiger in the con, and you need to deal with it before it kills you or any of your hot friends. Any ideas? See, we've got use the intercom to play annoying high-pitched anime girl giggles. They have a sound wave frequency that drives most animals away. Craft and wear a convincing fursuit to seduce the tiger and lure it out of the con.
Get over here, Tony.
I feel like I've got to craft to wear a convincing fursuit because that's a bold option. Might be charm. You throw together a tiger fursuit with voluptuous tits. Looks... It looks good, but it's missing something. Like a backstory to help Mana get into character. What if she used to be a tiger toy that came to life thanks to the incredible imagination of a young boy? But... too new to the world, the tiger ate the boy. Now it roams the land, yearning to finally learn what it means to be a tiger. Yearning to learn what it means to be loved. Sounds dark and homicidal. I love it. Get out there, Mana, and remember, don't wear the costume, wear the character. Next thing you know, you're thrust into the merch hall in a fursuit, staring down a pissed-off tiger. Stage fright turns your blood to ice and shuts down your brain. For the love of God, you can't remember what sound tigers are supposed to make. Fuck, this is the school musical all over again. But no, today will be the day you beat your paralyzing stage fright. Unfortunately, you get mixed up and start doing the tap dancing routine you never got to do back then. Oops. The tiger studies you. Maybe it's working. Maybe it was mesmerized by your tap dancing skills. Should we do something? It looks like the tiger is mauling Mana. No, Doug, it's work. I lost the voice. No, Doug, it worked. Can't you see it's mauling her with tender devotion? Violence is a tiger's love language. Gotcha. Gosh, I know so little about these things. Are you talking about Roar Save? Is the thing you're thinking about Roar?
What do you mean, Roar?
I'll take that as a no. Roar was a movie that has a lot to talk about, so maybe just look it up in your free time.
No, I'm not. No, in chat, someone's talking about how I didn't want to interrupt the speaking. How 13 Reasons Why on Netflix has 4 seasons.
Oh. I guess it makes sense. Red is the color of passion, and after all. And with all that blood, everything's covered in Mana's red. Sticky love. Fascinating. Perhaps I am a romantic after all. The good news, after half an hour, the tiger got tired and your friends could capture it. And apparently the whole thing made everyone think you're a romantic at heart. The bad news, you got mauled by a fucking tiger. You gain creativity for your cool fursuit, but lose smarts for the rest of your plan.
Alright, now it's my turn. I'm thinking. I'm cooking.
Look.
Fuck it. I'm gonna go to the place I always go to in cons. The merch. Okay. You check out the stands and buy a few comic books. They give you a free tote bag. After that, you buy a couple prints from an artist. You get another tote bag. Then you buy a cool tote bag and they give it to you inside a free tote bag. You gain 2 charm from all these fashionable and free tote bags you have now. If only you had something to carry them all. You're prowling the merch hall with Liam, April, and Omen when you nearly trip over an enthusiastic fanzine seller in the aisle. Hey! Do any of you have a craving for amazingly mediocre art? If so, buy one of my signs! Absolutely not. I only purchase mediocre art if it is deliberately mediocre for ironic purposes. Sorry, I can't. I'm saving the last of my money for something that I actually want to buy. It's something called anything but your sign. Don't any of you care about supporting starving artists? No, I believe in the survival of the fittest. To the wolves with you. What about your quiet friend in the back? I bet they want a sign. She's looking at you. Fuck, you're definitely the weakest link of the group. Your friends have the stamina to refuse her all day, but Egg, people pleaser extraordinaire, you're totally not game. What fuck you game? Anyway, as I was saying.
Red to filth.
Okay, I'll buy a sign. Yes! One sold, 99 to go! I am so gonna break even today! Which sign will you choose? Everyone knows one's artistic taste is a great way to determine their identity, maybe even their worth. Don't worry, Egg. We're not gonna judge you just for whatever silly little fan sign you buy. Not out loud, anyway. I was totally going to judge them aloud. Likewise, my judgments are just too good not to share them publicly. This simple transaction has turned into a desperate bid to impress your friends. Why does this always happen to you? Choose a sign wisely. Love Letters I Never Sent, a romantic sign based on the true story of the world's most unethical postman. Most wanted, 30 thirsty portraits of the world's sexiest international criminals. See, that's the one I would likely pick in this scenario. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Because one of the types of people I'm into is people who look like they could kill me.
Same.
Bisexuals.
Shout out to people who could kill me. That's my type.
Bisexuals when they see a woman.
Okay, bye. Seriously? I don't know about sexualizing murderers and ne'er-do-wells. Is it really sexualizing if they were sexy to begin with, Liam? Exactly. I am both a murderer and a ne'er-do-well, and I find no problem in the fact that I am sexy. Leave Egg alone. Yeah, leave Egg alone. Your friends start flipping for design. They seem much more interested, and now that you forked over the money for it. Okay, but this one is just a hamburglar. How does stealing some burgers make you an international criminal? Well, according to this description, he also committed multiple war crimes. You know what they say, stealing burgers is a slippery slope in the war crimes. Honk! I have the feeling that no one ever has said that. Shut up and read the next one, Liam. The Bloody Valentine, a boobalicious babe with a psycho killer smile. Her many crimes include credit card fraud, armed robbery, murder by firearm, and murder by balloon, just to quote a few. Bloody Valentine's true identity is unknown, but some crime-solving online communities have built theories that connect her to a niche internet micro-celebrity. Niche internet micro-celebrity, my ass! What I mean is, we don't want to fry our brains by getting into bogus internet conspiracy theories. Give me that! April snatches the sign from Liam's hands and throws it in the trash. She then proceeds to light the trash on fire. She also buys all the other copies of the sign and throws them into the fire too. Whoa, look at all this fire. It makes me crave some hot barbecue. Let's all get some hot barbecue and forget about this forever. April's being super suspicious. Then again, this is barbecue you're talking about. You lose 2 charm, but gain 2 fun from choosing design about hot people.
Alright. Rain, your choices are between the main stage, which will boost your smarts, and the hotel, which will boost your creativity.
I'll go to the stage.
Let's go to the stage.
You go to the main stage to watch a panel on how to make a successful comic. Step 1. Good artist copy, great artist steal. Seems easy enough, though there's a lot of great comics out there to steal from, like Spider-Man. Step 2. Write what you know. You know plenty about Spider-Man. The future of your comics looks bright. Step 3. Add a shark. Sharks are cool. Well, shit. You don't know all that much about sharks. More research will be needed. Still, maybe there's a spider shark comic by Rain in the future. You gain 2 smarts from all you've learned.
Sharknado, amen.
You must have dozed off during a panel because you wake up in the middle of a Liam Prom cosplay contest. Liam and Zoe are chatting with Nico on the sidelines. So which Liam are you cosplaying? Cartographer Liam? Brooding anti-Liam? Liam with the septum ring? I went with classic Liam. What do you think? Oh, that's impressive. Where did he get such an accurate costume? I found it in Liam's suitcase. It was real nice of him to pack a classic Liam cosplay just for me. I'm pretty sure that those are just my clothes. Even better, I gotta get deep into character to win this. I need to be the best Liam I can be. Then you must embody the spirit of my aloof artistry, beautifully tortured by an unaesthetic world. And show cleavage.
So is me for real, for real.
Much cleavage. All the cleavage. Whether it's because they show cleavage or because they're wearing Liam's actual clothes, Nico wins the Liam Prom cosplay contest. Woohoo! Congrats, Nico. You were the most Liam to ever Liam. Of course I was. I am the most Liam who has ever Liamed. What an ironic
Syncratic.
Idiosyncrasy.
There you go, idiosyncrasy. It would have been for me to lose such a contest. What? You misunderstood me? How passe. Only the one true Liam could understand his own superior jargon. You must be some inferior poseur.
Damn, airport's onto
Oh,
something
no, I've
here.
seen this before. Nico's gone too deep into character. They think they're really Liam. You'd better snap them out of it. This game can only take so much Liam. Challenge Nico to define I'm not even gonna try.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
There you go. Well, Liam owes me $100. Yeah, go with the $100. Liam.
Frame one.
Me when I owe somebody money.
Yeah. Liam who?
That's all it takes to break you out of character? Yup, the art of cosplay is priceless, but I'm not. It's okay, Nico. It wasn't you who failed to cosplay as Liam. It was your bank account that failed to cosplay as Liam's bank account. Yeah, let's go with that. As long as you're yourself again, I'll take it. Some Liam cosplay is flattering, but even I think there can be too much of me. Hee hee. Wait, but are you paying me back or Liam? He gives you $100 even though you're 100% made that up to break Nico out of character. Nice. You gain 2 boldness but lose 2 smarts.
I feel like that was pretty smart.
Yeah, I
So-
thought I was being smart.
This is a mid-round challenge to determine turn order, where we follow the prompt, we name an animal, and then we decide amongst ourselves whose animal fits that.
Mine's
of course-
raccoon.
Eggs is a raccoon. I will go with the classic pangolin, my favorite.
Still,
Fox, unpredictable.
How plausible is it the selected animal has no soul at all?
oh,
I need to
think
remind
Rain
y'all
wins.
how often
Wow.
raccoons steal shit.
And Rain, I only say this because of Inscription.
Okay, but wait,
Yeah.
that's not. Wait, hold on.
Scouts are
hold on.
wild, but
First of all, you can't just use another video game to claim that a stoat just doesn't have a soul. That's not how that works. You have to go off real life. How often do raccoons steal shit? How
Yeah, you
often
get
do
'em in.
raccoons, like, steal food? And some raccoons can have a little bit of, like, orange on them. And what have we learned about things colored orange?
They like lasagna?
They tend to be missing things. Look at orange cats.
You
not smart.
how dare you talk about Daxon's tail like that? I am holding my baby boy. He is offended.
Look, I want you to look at Daxon and tell me that he has any sort of like non-criminal bone in his body.
I'm gonna stab you.
Look, am I wrong? Look at him.
I agree.
He's a little criminal. Not to say that
I
he's
will-
not a lovable criminal, but he's a little criminal.
The only thing I'm certain about in this
That's what
round
you
is that I got absolutely smoked.
You ganged up on me right away.
I vote that I deserve to be in first because raccoons are criminals.
I just realized that I was debating against myself by agreeing with her too.
So are we
Do
going
think
to
she's
go
right, though.
egg as first place? We got egg for first place. Now who's second? What is?
I feel like I got smoked because I chose a fox.
I say we go egg, rain, and then it's between a fox and a pangolin, and I would say foxes are more associated with trickery.
What the fuck is a pangolin, by the way?
They are
They're like-
adorable.
They're the little dudes that are like covered in like armor and they roll up in a ball.
They're like, what if an armadillo was an anteater?
Oh, okay. That's
So
like
I think
the least opposing little guy.
yes, they're timid little men. They're adorable.
Charisma's pretty high.
I get to pick or I sit. Why is
Yes.
the narrator naked?
Read,
Sorry, I got distracted by Buff Rip
read
narrator.
faster.
There was a package.
Goddamn narrator.
Hey stranger,
Thanks for the follow,
this
like
is the
potato.
last tutorial about the food court, I promise. Did you notice there were some locked dates? Those are tied to plot lines. Some plot lines will first appear organically and catch you by surprise, but once you finish them, you'll be able to trigger them again by choosing their respective date. There are also locked plotline dates at the alone table. Those do not appear organically, and you gotta unlock them. And only then you can trigger them through their respective dates. Plotline dates only appear during the first food court turn, since you'll need time for the plotline to fully develop. Also, they have a spicy meter to better inform the spiciness of the plotline and its secret ending. Anyhow, you must be hungry. Go sit somewhere.
So egg, who are you
Hey,
trying to
I
date?
understand.
The mimic.
Fuck.
Oh.
What?
How dare you?
Damn. Well, did you
But
want
yeah.
the mimic?
Anyway, playing Expedition 33. God, I've seen so much about that game. I need to look more into it because it
How the
looks
fuck
cool.
do I sit by the mimic?
You just press the A button.
Select
Well,
the
he's not letting me like sit by him.
select
Are
the
you-
table. Select the middle
See,
table.
So you keep going past the table.
So you sit with two people and then yeah.
I want to watch a movie. That sounds comfy.
And spicy.
You and Nico watch a Batman movie. There's a bad guy and an evil clown. This is almost like watching the argument Liam and April had earlier today. Halfway through the movie, you realize Nico is like super focused. Are they even taking notes? You never knew Nico was such a dedicated movie watcher.
This is really funny if you saw the last stream.
Uh,
I'm the Joker, baby.
I want to sit by the nerdy vampire.
By Liam. Alright, what would you like to do?
Visit a museum. You and Liam decide to visit a contemporary art museum. Obviously, Liam is in his element. He has copious amounts of information on every little weird sculpture, lump, or abstract blob you see. He's so enthusiastic, he ends up explaining the meaning of the fire extinguisher hanging next to the painting. You're about to correct him, but he looks so cute when he's enjoying himself. You end up learning a lot about art and fire extinguishers.
Hmm.
Man, I already know.
What was the little kiss emoji thing that happened?
That's showing that you're advancing in your dating plotline.
Oh,
Romance.
Anyway, Mon, I'm sure you want to date Zoe.
I'm gonna go for Omen actually.
Omen, alright.
I like a scary lady.
Alright.
We're going to dinner. You and Omen go out to a fancy restaurant. Omen tells you all about their former conquest as a villain. Apparently, they once had a fortress not far from this very restaurant. You two decide to check out the old fortress out of curiosity. Turns out it's a laundromat now. Omen might have been more upset if they weren't so fascinated by the washing machines. The future truly is now.
I guess I can sit for a while.
Well,
So you can date yourself, or you can get a bonus date from like a vending machine.
You know what? That's on me for getting absolutely smoked. Let's see what the guest's date can be. Ooh. So I don't know what game Sawyer's from, but I know Miranda and Scott and Vera were all from the first. So you know what? I'm gonna go with Vera. Oh, and I assume these are just characters. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go with Vera.
you unlock them by doing these bonus dates.
Gotcha. I remember liking Vera. I think Vera's cool. Hey all, Scott here.
Scott the Wall's
Of course,
here.
I bet you didn't expect your Scott the Wall's comment to come back around like that. Let's talk to Vera. You invite Vera to join you at the con. Sure, I'd love to go. Really? I didn't think you'd be interested. Of course I am. I have money to launder, and merch is the perfect cover. Vera, what's your check? I don't like people who ask stupid questions. Be less stupid, thanks.
So that's your hint on how you get their ending. Is you need to have the stat associated with what they said.
Egg, your go.
Now it's time to take a break from your real-life shenanigans and brainstorm some fictional shenanigans for your comic. Go for it! What's a job from the distant future you wish you could have? Keeper of the planet, Jupiter's darkest secret sounds fire.
What about Shrek movie tester? What about world's leading expert in the number 6? Airport, why do you want to eat the fire extinguisher fluid?
Look, I'm kind of stuck between Captcha Designer and Keeper of the Planet Jupiter's Darkest Secret. This Captcha Designer means I could bully AIs, and it'd be really, really funny. On the other hand, Keeper of the Planet Jupiter's Darkest Secret makes me
Good to
sound
know the
awesome.
darkest secret of Jupiter.
Yeah. Maybe I'll see it's... Anyway, I'm picking that one.
Oh yeah, and also, depending on the option you choose, we all gain and lose stats. Rain, your go.
Okay. You won $10 million, but you have to spend it in the next 5 minutes. Quick, spend them. Buy the rights.
Oh.
We might have had a brain roll, but hang on. For those of you unaware, Rain has inconsistent internet at times.
Yeah, sorry, cut out. I read them. I want to buy the rights to the letter W.
Alright, I'm just gonna read them out so the chat hears the rest of them. Spend it all in Tetris, nice growth for transaction cosmetics. Send it to that financially destitute prince with no missing deal and affiliate you because that's that player. Buying the right letter W it is. Anna.
Yes. Oh, no.
Okay,
Nope, it turns out that we're getting it in the next set, most likely.
Okay, so...
If any of you take the main stage from me, I will kill you. I don't do it.
That'd be funny! I need to get up creativity and make my charm.
So you're gonna want the vendor hall or the hotel. Vendor is charm. Vendor hall is charm. Hotel is creativity.
I'm gonna do the hotel because I want to take a little bit of a break from my shopping spree. Actually, yeah. Break from my shopping. Actually, no, I want to go back to the murder hall. I want a lot more dumb shit. Near the murder hall, you find a mysterious fortune-telling machine. The sign that says, "Ask a witch and Zoltar will grant it." Originality is not your strong suit, so you ask to be big. The machine spits out a ticket that says your wish is granted. You keep walking around waiting to get bigger, but you don't feel any different. Until you look at your butt. Yes, you now have a big, juicy, +2 charm butt. Wishes do come true. Hell yeah, I got a fat ass! Anyway.
Fat ass gang!
Then you get a text from Nico asking you to meet them at their hotel room. Apparently they've got a big surprise to show you.
Oh my god. Save, do you think it is?
Nana, say nothing.
Hey, Egg, I need a second opinion, and you've always got great ideas that never go wrong. So I figured I'd ask you. I'm entering the cosplay Grand Prix. It's the biggest cosplay contest contest at the con. So I gotta pull out all the stops to make the biggest impression. That's why I'm gonna debut this outfit there. You ready for this?
A little car.
Say it. Say it, Egg.
I think it broke her for them for a second.
Let's read the line, Egg.
I'm not reading the line!
You gotta read the line.
I'm crashing out!
I had to
You have
read
to
a
read every
humiliating
line on
line
your
last
turn.
time. It's fine.
This is bullshit!
Last time I had to describe getting fingers put into me, okay?
That
Read
that
the
is
line.
true. That is a thing that did happen.
That's
I'm
the
a
exact
chester, baby! I'm gonna fucking throw myself out a window. Oh, that looks great. You'll win the cash prize for sure. Hey, it's not about the money, Egg. It's about sending a message. What the fuck? The message that I'm the greatest cosplayer ever, of course. The thing is, if you want to win the Grand Prix, you gotta nail the cosplay and the talent show portion of the contest. For my act, I thought about blowing up a hospital, or killing a robin, or diving into a vat of toxic waste. But the judges said those were all too psychopathic. Some people just don't understand the art of method cosplay. Anyway, do you have any talent act ideas that won't get me hurt or arrested?
I'll say when I did this the first go around, I chose the first one.
I don't want to give him a bag full of actual bats because I don't want to hurt him. The first one makes me think of the memes. A cathartic dance number down a flight of stairs that makes people want to become you despite you being a known murderer. The Joker is known for fighting the Batman, but Nico will have to make do with the next best thing you have. This bag full of actual bats. I don't want to hurt him with bats, so I'm just gonna tell him to dance. Great idea! Everyone loves a dance number, but I better practice for it a big day. You and Nico set
Oh,
out
she
to find
doesn't
some stairs to
know.
practice on.
She doesn't know
Start the
chat.
music, Egg. Here
They
I
don't
go.
know
You're gonna fall
chat.
down those stairs, aren't you? Oh my fucking god, I was right.
You didn't want to hurt him, huh?
I
God
mean,
damn it!
he hurt himself in this case.
Nico wipes out spectacularly and starts falling down the stairs. Ow! My head! Ow! My ass! Ow! My head! Ow! It just keeps happening! My posterior cranial fossa! Your what? It's in the back of the head! Then why didn't you just say, ow, my head? I was worried I was getting redundant! Nico falls for so long that it
Oh
goes
my
from
God.
tragic to comical to weirdly anatomical to tragic again. When they finally stop falling, their cosplay is basically destroyed.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, Nico. It sounded like a good idea at the time. It's okay, it's partly my fault. I should have played it safe and just walked down the stairs normally. I flew too close to the sun. But what are you gonna do about the cosplay Grand Prix? I don't think your costume is salvageable. Maybe not for me, but I know someone who can fix it. I gotta make a call. I'll keep you posted. They run off. You gain 2 creativity for your theatrical idea, but you lose 2 boldness. I can't believe I heard him like that, bro.
I want to go to the hotel. Lounging around the hotel, you see a sign in front of the conference room. Con artist meeting. Awesome. You learn lots of cool techniques. They feel much more like scams, but who are you to judge what is and isn't art? True. You gain +2 creativity, learning to bend truth, and to make a quick. Sometime later, you're in the hotel bathroom giving your remaining shirts a sniff test when you hear Liam grumbling in the other room. Damn it. Have any of you seen my keys? I could have sworn I left them on the nightstand. Poor Liam, yet another victim of faulty witness testimony. All clues pointed to the keys not being on the nightstand, and yet he went on insisting. I couldn't bring myself to put more doubt in his fragile mind, even if his memory had more holes than a wedge of Swiss cheese. Sorry, I don't know where your keys could be. Nico, is your magnifying glass up to the task of finding them? Of course, this detective has stumbled home from enough late-night benders to know how to follow the clues to a set of missing keys. Sweet, what clues do we have so far?
Oh god, this is so loud
Well,
on mic.
as
I'm
our
gonna mute mic
prime
real quick.
suspect here retained in traced any of his steps yet? Yes, of course I... Wait, what do you mean, prime suspect? You were the last to be in possession of the keys, weren't you? How do we know you didn't lose them on purpose to hide some shady deeds? Ooh, Liam, you have been getting up into some spicy business in the hotel room you didn't want us to find out about. No! I obviously
shit.
didn't lose the keys on purpose. Gotta solve this mystery before Liam blows a gasket. How can you find the missing keys? You gotta trust the noir detective method. Go to the hotel bar, get drunk, maybe start a fight. It'll help the process somehow. Or solve this mystery the same way badly written detective movies do. Cast a spell that conjures a flashback with voiceover narration for content exposition. Or convenient exposition.
Sorry, y'all. I
Gotta
need to
go
get some
to the
food in my
bar and
system,
get
so
drunk.
I'm muting my because it's loud.
Yeah, let's go get some ass.
Yup. Why on earth would that bring us any closer to finding the keys?
I could have a drink.
Trust the process, my friend. We could have a drunk epiphany. Fight a thief who becomes important later. Meet a sultry woman who has a cryptic clue. I'm into all of these things. Let's hit the bar. Sometime later. Woo! Another round over here. OMG, do you all want to do karaoke after this? We don't have time for that. We're supposed to be finding my
Oh, rain moment.
Alex,
This is-
sorry.
Oh, there we go. Welcome
Oh,
back.
sorry. I completely forgot. Which phase of the plan are we on now? Bar fight time? I really don't think getting into a fight is a necessary or good idea. False, of course. What a fool he was. Poor, sweet, naive Liam. So blind to the seedy ways of the world. You know I can hear you, right? Of course. That's the point of noir narration. Is everyone can hear me. How else are you supposed to get exposition?
Fight time!
I can't wait anymore. Bar fight time! Nico punches a nearby patron. The patron throws his stool at Nico. Zoe summons horrific tentacles out of the ground to throw people around. Fight! You're in the thick of it, losing teeth as fast as you can punch them out of other people's mouths when Nico reaches into their pocket to pull out their fake pistol.
You know, I think I cracked this case.
Whoa, I just found the keys. I must have grabbed them earlier and forgot. These trench coats, so many pockets, you know? You seriously couldn't have realized that before I got punched several times? Guess that means the fight's over. Sorry guys, we're done. We found the keys. The patrons are so confused that they let you go without any stab wounds. Nice! You gain +2 fun and lose 2 smarts.
Ready for some feline felonies.
Every time I think I'm being, like, smart or funny, apparently I'm not very smart.
You were being fun, just
Losing
not very
fast.
smart.
Sorry, I was chewing some food because I needed to get my blood sugar up.
Understood. Alright, you have the community zone or the lobby?
I mean, we're playing bold.
Playing bold, go to the lobby.
You're roaming around the lobby when a tiny little dude pulls your shirt and whispers, "Hey, you need water? It's important to stay hydrated."
Cheers, bro, I'll drink to that.
He offers you a bottle. You get so nervous about this social interaction that you temporarily forget how to properly use a bottle. You water yourself like the awkward little flower you are. You thank the stranger, who's left confused. Well, maybe it's not so bad. What if the water was Lay's? Good thing you didn't manage to drink it like a normal person. That was exactly what I was going to bring up. You gain boldness for navigating a potentially dangerous situation.
You have 21 boldness.
We're aiming for the moon, baby! Later, you're at the hotel bar with Doug and Nico. You've progressed past the happy, tipsy stage and are deep into sad boy hours. I don't know. I don't want to sound ungrateful. My dad loves me, but I've never felt like he's tried to understand my hobbies or like the things that I...
Oh no, he's relatable.
Everybody shut the fuck up right now. I have glorious news! I finally traced down my old magic grimoire from my villain days. I found time to check my evil lairs for my belongings. Most of them have been converted into Airbnbs, but I found my grimoire buried in one of the bathrooms. The owner was irate, but you cannot make an omelet without breaking a few toilets, or however the saying goes. Good for you, Omen. What spell are you going to cast first? Good question. One of my favorites was an incantation that turns people inside out. Such a slow, hilarious way to die. You're not going to do that one, are you? Well, now I have to. Trust me, Doug. You'll love it. Corpus Inversinium Mysticum. I think I said that wrong, but who cares? Why do you look the same, Nico? Were you already inside out or something? You tried to cast it on me? I think the problem is, the whole being defeated and imprisoned in a suit that blocks your magical powers thing. Oh, right. Hey, cheer up. I'm sure we can still cast some of the spells in here without magic. Yeah, it's like when you're making brownies but forget to buy sugar, so you put applesauce instead. Virtually the same dish. Someone needs to enroll Doug in a cooking class. Stat. But right now, you gotta cheer up Omen by finding a spell that they can cast with no magic. Spells for shooting metal projectiles at a deadly speed. You're pretty sure that's just a gun, or you don't need a possession spell to control someone else's body. Just piggyback ride them. We're going bold. Give her a gun.
Yep.
Give them a gun.
Give her a gun.
I did learn that they are actually non-binary, so them a gun.
Give them a gun.
Give them a gun.
That presents the same problem, idiot. Guns are fueled by magic, which I cannot cast. I'm like 65% sure guns aren't fueled by magic. Wait, really? So any old fool can use them? Pretty much. What a wonderful world, eh? Then I must obtain one. Are guns difficult to get? I am no expert, but they're deadly weapons, so I imagine it'll be hard. 30 minutes later, Omen walks out of the gun store with a pistol in her pocket. Well, that was easy. Now, to put this deadly baby to use. Should we go to the shooting range or something? Shooting the gun would be more fun if you had a target to aim at. Doug. Anything can be a target if you use your imagination. Omen shoots some poor sack crossing the street. He was jaywalking, so you guess he kinda deserved it? Excuse me, miss. Did you just shoot that innocent bystander? Yes, but you see, I had a very good reason for doing so. I wanted to. Fair enough, but you gotta have a license to carry a firearm. You know what the punishment for not having one is? No. What is it? A warning. Consider yourself warned. Carry your license, young lady.
Crazy.
It would be very funny if it did also feel kind of true for America.
Oh dear God.
And
I'm laughing because it hurts.
yeah. And remember, civilians are only allowed to shoot 4 people per day.
Crazy.
Between you and me, if you claim it was self-defense, you can squeeze in a few more for free.
MonsterCon remains based.
Noted. Holy shit, you live in hell. But at least Omen's happy with her new gun. Their new gun. You gain boldness and lose fun. That's fine. I have 3 fun. It's funnier that way.
I wonder where I'm going. Decide to watch a panel discussing fighting game architecture. That's Zangief.
Let's go.
Your main goal is to determine which archetype you'd be. Are you a grappler or are you a zoner? By the end of the panel, you realize you're a very rare lover, a highly ineffectual archetype for fighting games. Makes sense. You're better fit for a dating sim. Airport, I'm gonna time you out for that one. We have a rule here. If you're gonna be If you're gonna be off kilter, be as funny. That was not a very funny comment. Use these 10 minutes to reconsider the things you choose to say. That's getting a little bit too far, bud. You gain 2 smarts for achieving such self-awareness. Vera arrives and is keen to visit a meet and greet for her favorite newspaper cartoonist, Carl Onslow. Thought Print was dead, but apparently not for her. Mr. Onslow, sir, it's an honor to meet you. The understated humor of your strips always makes me smile, even after reading about tightening financial regulations.
Thank you, my dear. Hearing that was just the pick-me-up this old man needed.
Is something wrong?
Well, I've signed a new contract with a big corporation. It seemed like a good deal at the time, but now I've thought about it a bit. Maybe $40 was a bit on the low end for the rights to my life's work.
Sir, could I have a look at your contract? The cartoonist hands the contract over. Despite its length, Vera makes quick work of it. I see. Sir, I happen to run a law office of irrelevant legality. Please let me represent you. I'll get you out of this.
You do that. Thank you, young lady. That's very kind.
You all go find the corporate representatives the cartoonist deals with, and of course they turn out to be... Hello! You're not worrying about your contract again, are you, Mr. Onslow? I thought you made your funny little pictures for the love of it, not the money. You're lucky we don't charge you for the privilege of getting to see them in print.
Now that you say that, maybe you have a point.
No, they don't. Listen, you two. I'm Mr. Onslow's new legal representative, and I'll be renegotiating this contract. No offense, but I don't think you can take negotiations with us. You'll be begging for your mercy by sunrise, legally speaking. I doubt it'll go on that long. You'll be the one on your knees long before then. Also, legally speaking. Big talk from someone who has already made a crucial mistake. You can't renegotiate a valid contract. And believe me, when I tie something up, I make sure it's tight. Don't you worry about that. My co-counsel, Sarah, has already discovered that this contract is invalid. Haven't you? Far be it for you to contradict Vera. How do you invalidate this contract? And quickly, because I do see it was redeemed, I'm going to read from the book. This is a book of facts from 2006 I picked up several years ago from a New Jersey peer. It has a bunch of facts for kids in it. On the page for Rockology, we have the Bloodstone. The Bloodstone got its name because of the belief that it would stop the flow of blood from a wound. How interesting.
They shove rocks inside of a wound or something? How does that
Sure.
work?
If you just if you hit somebody enough times, they stop bleeding.
True, fair point.
But yeah, no, I do love these. I did send these designs to Egg when we encountered them in our first run of a leech and a mosquito. I enjoy the joke of them being bloodsuckers. So we have claim the contract was signed under duress. You threatened him to sign. Framing someone for a crime is okay if that someone is yourself. Versus argue the contract is null and void because Vera is actually the cartoonist's financial dominatrix and a pre-existing contract establishes all his work belongs to her. This is funnier.
A financial dominatrix. What's that? Some kind of advisor.
Listen, just play along, and I'm sorry for everything I'm about to say. I'm passing that warning along to my chat. I am sorry for the things that I am about to say.
I'm sorry for the things I've had to say.
You bad little piggy, signing on with these lowlives. You know our contract forbids you from making transactions on your own. Transfer me $100 as punishment right now. Again, I am so sorry.
I'm sorry, Miss Advisor.
You really expect us to believe that this pathetic old man is in a kink relationship with you? Excuse you. The only one who talks about my fin sub like that is me. I'm gonna take a look at this contract of yours and make sure everything checks out. That's a very personal document between my sub and I won't break his trust. But maybe you wouldn't understand these things. Please, I've got 15 Fin subs in my personal portfolio alone. If you're wanting to compare assets, we could be here a while. Mine are quite extensive. She certainly sounds like she knows what she's doing. If word gets out that we stepped on another Dom's toes, we'll never attract any talent again. Agreed. Let's cut this one loose. With those bloodsuckers that— okay, no, they do make the bloodsuckers joke. With those bloodsuckers dealt with, he returned to the con, a new spring in the old cartoonist step. There, he'll be free to negotiate a new contract with more favorable terms now.
Oh, don't you worry about that. I didn't understand any of it, but it gave this old man a thrill. I don't suppose you'll negotiate my next contract for me, too.
I'd be honored to. Aw, it's sweet to see Vera championing this old man and his work that she loves so much. Not that you would say that to her face. You lose 2 boldness and gain 2 fun. Honestly, I thought that was going to be worse. Alright, so now this is the gambling portion.
Oh god.
Hey, Egg, that's you.
Oh, you want me to voice that? Okay.
It's your turn.
Oh, alright. Well, 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 what do we have here? A lover of mystery. I have just the thing for you. Whatever you pick.
Okay, so these are all different figures. They're essentially no change to your stats, minor, medium, and major changes to your stats. And then for these, it is an effect on a place, an effect on the characters, and an effect on the visuals and audio. Some of the effects we have seen include stealing stats from other players and constantly shuffling your stats around on your turn.
And you get to
Those are
choose.
the ones that affect. Okay, that's big effects. Slide
So the first
effects.
one is nothing. The stats from other people, Zodiac, Thirst, and Buff Bugs are all stat ones. Landmarks is locations, Weird Little Villages people, Major Arcana No Mercy is visuals and audio.
You also get to choose to either keep it for yourself or give it to somebody else before you open it. Let me tell you, I've seen some where you open it and you wish you gave it to somebody else.
I want to make people look funny. My weird little village brings to figurine form some of the most popular neighbors of this cozy yet creepy game. They are said to be cursed. They may profoundly impact your own self or the ones you're trying to romance. I want to give this to myself too. Myself.
Give it a little shake. You got fungible fungus.
The item makes you see the romance options in a strange new way.
Ooh, this is gonna be a fun one.
Mushrooms!
Have you? All right, and Rain, your go.
If it isn't my favorite customer, well, actually, you aren't my favorite yet, but you might be if you pick a box already. Sorry, somebody decided to do yard work.
Oh, all good. So yeah, again, to go over them, we have pretty much no change, minor change, medium change, major change, change to location, change to people, change to overall sound and audio and video.
I want Zodiac Thirst.
Zodiac Thirst. All right, you want to keep it or give it to somebody else?
Me.
Aquarius, head of R&D. Swap all of your stats randomly.
Oh.
Cool.
Well, your stats have
I don't know what they
changed.
do anyways.
They've been organized in ascending order.
Well, well, what do we have here? A lover of mystery? I have just the thing for you, whatever you pick. I'm taking the weird little village. And I'm giving it to you, Save.
Oh no.
Oh, this one's great.
Oh, this item, Chebolita Cabrona.
Yeah.
This item makes you see the romance options in a special outfit.
I think you'll like it, because I feel like I hit the jackpot when I got this myself.
Welcome to my modest establishment. So modest, it doesn't have a license. Don't be shy. Pick a box before the cease and desist gets here. And you know, Mana, I will repay your kindness in turn. We all get a figure today.
The High
Priest. Oh, she's
Priestess. Yeah.
This item makes you hear an audience that acts quite erratically.
I'm a little worried what that's gonna be.
It's true what they say. Life is like a mystery box shop. You lose all your money and all you get is random crap.
It's true.
Day 3.
Comic?
Love is fickle, but at least you have your comic to rely on. Time to brainstorm. What is the one feature you always look for when you buy a robot from the robot store? A metal cock that also serves as a deadly projectile. A refined sense of humor is so typical of robots. Free internet access, or a vast knowledge of flower symbology. Honestly,
What are they?
Mine's a DGen answer.
I gotta go with the free internet access. I just gotta. Oh, and that was the smarts option. Let's go.
Okay, what's a killer name for a cat? Saturn, Douglas Fearsome King of the Moon, Sun's Secret Sweet Caramel Core, and Big Mustard.
Big Mustard.
Yeah, let's go with Big Mustard.
That's like the most cat name.
I thought it was gonna be Boldness too.
Back to the con.
Oh damn, I'm still in first?
Yeah?
Look, I need to get my creativity and charm up. This is bullshit. I need to get both these up, like, stat. No, let's do charm. Let's do merch haul again. Fuck it. We're shopping. You suddenly realize your phone is dead. Good thing you're at the merch hall. Find a stand where someone's selling chargers. You want to buy one, but you feel bad about buying something, so not nerdy. The vendor sighs and draws an ooh face on the charger. Sold. You gain 2 charm for your kawaii phone charger. You're staring at the bathroom, debating on either removing your complex cosplay or pissing yourself, when Nico runs up to you. Hey, I got a hold of my buddy Sasha. He said he's got time between his cosplay making workshops to fix my Joker costume. You should come with me to meet him, since this whole disaster is sort of your fault. I'm sorry, it wasn't my...
Oh,
They
that's
guilt trip
so
you like
cute.
that. How can you say no? You and Nico meet up with Sasha in the lobby. Oh!
Hi, Sasha.
Oh. Would.
Sasha single?
Would.
Probably.
Okay, Nikki, let's see the damage. This was a Joker outfit? What the hell did you do to it? Let's just say mistakes were made. That much is obvious. I'm sorry, but I don't think there's anything I can do here. No, you have to fix this, Sasha. You have magic sewing fingers. My magic fingers, and I appreciate
Oh my
that, but I want to
God.
cosplay a pile of dish rags. I'm afraid this costume is a lost cause. I want him to use his magic fingers on me. Sorry.
Yep.
Damn it. Don't give up, Nico. You're still the best cosplayer at the con. Any of your other cosplays could win the Grand Prix. But I've worn those already. I gotta debut something new and fabulous if I even want a place. Well, would you like me to make you a new costume? It'd give me time to practice my freehand sewing anyway. You do that for me? Thank you, Sasha, thank you! Nico picks Sasha up and twirls him around the room. Put me down, you hooligan, and hold still. I need to measure your bust and inseam. Sasha wraps her tape measure around Nico's chest, making him squirm ticklish. Hey, this is hot or whatever, but we still need to pick Nico's cosplay. Crap, I'm blanking. What sort of cosplay do you think would win the contest, Egg? You should evoke the fond memory of one's first fictional love, and let's be honest, for many Congors, that'd be an over-sexualized video game character. People love morally great anti-heroes. Why don't you raise the bar and go for a no half measures morally bankrupt supervillain? The complexity of the outfit The complexity of the outfit is what matters most, and no aesthetic is more visually complicated than steampunk. Pancakes. It's always pancakes. I think I wanna see over-sexualized Mimic.
So when I did this route, I originally went with morally bankrupt supervillain. So we have no idea where this is going, and I'm very excited to see that costume.
Ah, good idea. I remember my first video game love. Huh? Why? Have you seen her lipstick? She's a beaut! I was always jealous of Pac-Man for having such a gorgeous, loyal life. That's not really what I meant by over-sexualized. Yes, over-sexualization implies a good deal of skin showing and thus requires a body to show it on. Oh, I gotcha! Like Donkey Kong! No, definitely not. Why not? His outfit is super revealing and he has boobs for days. Nico, this is more in line with what I was talking about. You show Nico some pictures of video game babes in armor that should really be reclassified as bikinis. Oh. Yeah, okay, I'm with you now. I agree that this is a good direction to go in. I have limited time, so the less fabric I need, the better. And the less fabric you use, the cheaper it is for me. You, Nico, and Sasha agreed on the time to pick up Nico's sexy new cosplay, which you definitely had no horny alternatives. Gain 3 charm for your
Wow.
choice, but you lose 1. Boldness, creativity, and fun. I'm mad!
You got called out on that one.
No, I'm trying to get all my stats up, and my creativity is like garbage. I
I,
only have so much time.
I will say you don't need to have high stats. You just need to be able to guess which one is your highest stat in the options.
Sorry, lag. I'll go to the hotel again.
Why do you even see my highest stat?
Hold left trigger.
It's fun.
Look at you being all fun. And
No, it's smarts.
it's smarts. Look at you
Smarts are
being all
fun.
smarts. Ow. Messed up my cup.
You're in your hotel room, unpacking your bags. Crap, you forgot your cosplay underwear.
Actually, before I go, I am going to turn up rain up a little, actually. I think that's just on my end. Damn. Alright, anyway.
You wanted your cosplay to
Oh,
Rain moment. Oh no.
oh.
Turning rain up killed them.
Oh.
We'll give it a moment.
I've realized I've not finished setting up my drink, aka water.
Yes. This is a certified hydration moment. Welcome back, Sevix. I stubbed my toe on my desk. Ow.
Ugh.
This is a tragedy. This is a real tragedy.
Truly in. I don't know where I was going with that. My brain just gave up.
Neither do I. Here's what I'll say in the meantime.
Sorry.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry.
As you were
Welcome.
You wanted your cosplay to be 100% faithful, but now you're forced to use your regular underwear. This is a technically imperceivable cosplay tragedy. I feel for you. Here, take +2 creativity to imagine you're wearing the underwear you left at home. You hear a group of angry protesters chanting outside the con. You, Zoe, Liam, and Doug get closer because your nosiness knows no bounds. Weebs, nerds, get back to your herd. Nerds, weebs, we don't want you here. What's going on here?
Oh.
Dear viewers,
Damn.
stand in front of the Monster Con, which has attracted a considerable number of self-proclaimed nerds to our city. Several concerned citizens have come out to the streets protesting about the danger that these strange creatures pose to our society. Who are you calling strange creature? I am merely a centuries-old vampire with occasional shape-shifting abilities. I'm sorry if I offended you. I merely state the facts as I get them, and I got them from the protesters first. Well, those facts are a load of crap. I may have several mouths and reality-destroying powers, but I'm not dangerous.
Oh, is that another rain moment?
Quite
Another
possible.
rain moment. At an airport. Apology accepted. Just be wary.
Sorry.
There we go. Rain is back.
That's not true. A demonstrator interrupts nerds will end society as we know it. According to the blogs I read, they never have sex.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Oh.
Rain moment. It's fine. They're fine. It's the
Really
yard
deciding
work.
to be a pain in the
There
ass
we
right
go.
now.
It's the yard work that's doing you in.
Probably. He's kicking up the dust and shit.
Mm. As
Yes,
you were. Mhm.
Well, that's even worse because you're gonna fill the world with nerd babies. Pretty soon the entire population will look weird like you.
Name one person in this call who would not want to put babies.
What if I want babies in me?
Interesting.
you've got
Tell
the
me more
clusters,
about
so.
this nerd replacement theory.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
If you keep writing bullshit, I'm gonna replace you. See? She's threatening you with violence. Never mind, Zoe. It's pointless to try to convince them. We can only fight against this pack of lies with even more persuasive lies.
We need to break out You Believe in the Moon.
Oh, Rain is an expert at making up facts. Go ahead, show them. Fandom culture has produced more art and fiction in the last 10 years than the 18th and 19th century combined. Weebs and nerds are uniquely good at taming tarantulas. They are the only thing standing between us and the tarantula-controlled society. As an artist, I'm going with the art and fiction. Is that true? Of course. Dickens may have written 15 novels, but his efforts pale in comparison to the 14 million works available on fan fiction sites like AO4.
We also have no idea why they call it AO4.
It's a knockoff of AO3?
But like they name drop like Tumblr and stuff.
They name
So
drop
it's like-
Tumblr in the same sentence as AO4.
AO3 has incredibly good lawyers.
better than Tumblr's, I guess.
I mean,
They've
Tumblr's
gone up
lawyers are
against,
kind
like,
of
Disney
shit.
in one.
Damn.
Exactly.
Oh, we lost Rain again. AO42. Oh 07.
If they mention Rule 34, I'm gonna be shocked.
Exactly. Check out this user, Cerulean Blood AB. They've written 63 fanfics, and the longest one is 86 chapters long. But quality trumps quantity. I've never read Dickens, but I'm sure he was way better than that nerd. Let's read the summary of one of their fics. This human is on fire. A Dragon Heat / Pokemon crossover. Kevin Beechler was a promising quarterback in college, but a severe injury forced him to abandon his dreams and left him impotent in more than one sense. He injured his dick? See? Fanfics can also tackle relatable issues. But everything changes when Kevin is captured by Harold McDonald, who will use him in illegal human street fights. Never mind. Little by little, the Herald's keep, Kevin will recover the will to fight and fuck. This guy fucks a dragon? Keep reading. I thought you were protesting. There's always time for that. I want to know how this ends first. You say nerd culture thanks to the horny ass fanfic. You win +2 creativity, but lose +2 boldness. As if it's not bold to read fanfiction out loud.
Fair.
Alright, Mono, where are you going?
I'm going bold. All the way.
Ultimate is maxing, let's go.
Having a great time at the con. So you decide to tell the world by tweeting, having a great time at the con. Good one. Unfortunately, that's enough for bait for an online troll to reply, you're a dumb fuck. Whatever happened to online etiquette? You're not going to let him ruin your day, so you engage in a spirited but respectful debate with him. After a while, the troll writes, sorry, my mistake, you're a fucking dumb fuck. You're definitely embarking on a journey of revenge when this con is over. You gain boldness for not backing down from an online fight. You're wandering around when you see Omen and Liam arguing. A spooky con staple Gotta love dyslexia. Staple as familiar to you as a merch table.
Also, hi, Crutchins. Thank you for the follow.
One day, de Lioncourt. One day without this armor. That is all that I ask.
The applause.
Yep. Then you're asking for too much. The Coven put you in that magic suppression armor for a reason. Yeah, a stupid reason. You tried to take over the whole world one time. Sorry, Omen. You know I've always championed your ability to be redeemed, but restoring your magic is a step too far. You need to make peace with your new reality. If you need any help with that, let me know.
I'm so happy I damned you to have a sitcom audience.
Yeah, you really did. As if I'd even ask for you to hold open a door for me, you insufferable underfed eggplant.
That one took me a second to read too. I was like, underfed? What?
Yeah. Bad day, Omen? A bad century, more like. Liam refuses to authorize me to remove my accursed armor. It is unfortunate because there are many activities I would like to perform without it. Fingers crossed she's talking about sex. Alas, we must persevere. There are some other spells in my grimoire that I would like to cast, magic or not. Used to have the grandest of times summoning otherworldly creatures. Sometimes to broker deals, sometimes just to have a chat. Ah, the halcyon days of youth. My inability to activate a summoning circle makes this impossible, but perhaps, with your innovative ideas, we could change that. Omen's ego is clearly riding on this, and hey, with any luck, this might result in you in her... Brain? Reset? Read the sentence properly. This might result in her riding on you someday. How can you summon an entity? No magic required. Summoning powerful entities is an exercise in selfishness. You've always called them to come to you. Have you ever considered visiting them or order a pizza? It's like summoning a delivery person, and it includes pizza, which most traditional summon spells lack. I mean, I'm ordering a pizza. I love pizza.
Pizza it is.
Maybe Save will deliver it.
Probably, yeah.
What a perfect plan. You place a pizza order while Omen dials up her resident shenanigan assistants. We heard there'd be pizza and came immediately. Good. But while we wait for the pizza, we are going to pick a fight. Let us check out that biker bar. What? Why? Doug, my sweet summer child. Summon's main use is to provide aid in battle. This is the only way to test Mana's suggestion. Fuck yeah! Let's fight and die for this pizza, Omen! Oh no, they killed Save. They killed Save.
I'm dead.
Never have I ever had better minions or friends. You soon enter the biker bar. Omen buys a beer exclusively for the purpose of throwing it at a stranger. That was my drink, you unwashed frog fucker. You want to fight? Ah, what a sweet coincidence. That's exactly what I want. Eat axe, you foul beast! Yeah, I'm gonna hit you too. As soon as I get back from hiding in the bathroom. Pizza for Omen. Yes, I command you to throw the pepperonis at my enemies, lowly hireling. Things I do to get a tip.
The things you do to get a tip.
Your opponents are forced to deal with pepperoni face. Omen follows up by punching them, because it's hard to dodge a punch with scalding pepperonis in your eyes. Later, after the fight, you all enjoy your victory pizza. Best spell side effect ever. You gain fun but lose charm.
I'm terrified to see what this outfit is.
You shouldn't
Cable
be.
on how to seamlessly add loot boxes to games. The short answer is that you shouldn't.
Based.
This turns out to be individual knowledge that makes you into smarts. Anyway, I wonder what this loot box I picked is gonna get me. Pay 10 monster tokens to open a mystery box with a bonus random amount of smarts. JK. I love the little JK.
JK.
Grab some popcorn and make one last dash to the restroom because you, Liam, Doug, and Zoe are about to see the exclusive premiere of the new Rat Girl TV show.
Told ya.
Oh,
Told ya.
maid outfits.
I told ya.
Hell yeah.
Like
On
I said,
May
it's the
Day.
jackpot.
Wait, is today May Day or was that yesterday?
I think it was yesterday.
Damn. So close.
Close enough.
I can't believe this little webcomic made it so big. Rat Girl is such an inspiration to girls like me who are also little freaks.
Oh shit, it's today actually. I was wrong.
Let's go. The lights dim and the opening title plays Rat Girl, brought to you by Red Bull. Ugh, another humble webcomic sold out to a drink conglomerate. Oh, like Red Bull. It's a little escape from the claws of capitalism. I'm sure it won't be that bad. I kind of like spotting product placement sometimes. It's like paying Where's Waldo? The show opens on a werecat draining a can of Red Bull. Suddenly the can transforms into a bottle of water. What? My Red Bull turned into disgusting water. Water lacks all the delicious chemicals that make Red Bull the superior beverage / engine fuel. Camera pans over to a villain with faucets for hands. You're too late, Rat Girl, he cackles. No one will be caffeinated now that Big Aqua is here. You fiend, Rat Girl squeaks. Everyone needs their daily dose of productivity in a can. Taste my fury. Okay, I was wrong. This isn't nearly as fun as Where's Waldo. Yeah, let's bet. I'm thirsty anyway. Thirsty for a can of delicious, heart-pumping Red Bull. Why did you say that? I'm not sure what came over me. I guess marketing messes with your brain. The jacket.
Doug. Doug
Why
looks.
he's not in a maid dress.
Doug looks
see.
so good in that jacket, though.
I love Doug. I want to hug Doug.
That would be a nice hug.
It would be, especially since he's a slime. It's like, because I mean, like, given that his ribs are like suspended, I assume he'd be just kind of like a water bed.
Probably.
It might be messing with Doug's fashion sense as well. How long have you been wearing a red Warburton jacket? What? I don't even know where it came from. Looks kind of cool though, right? This was Liam's Red Boar neck tattoo. What is happening? Shit, I've never seen product placement this powerful. It's almost as powerful as Red Boar's guaranteed 5 hours of unstoppable energy. Surrender to the magic taste of Red Boar. I mean, save us, Sayer.
Sarah.
If I didn't make a typo, that would have been a very funny line. I know a magic spell that makes brands go away. Repeat after me. I'm Brew. Think very non-advertiser friendly thought. Alright. Copyrighted music. Sayer's right. Become ungovernable. Think nasty, depraved thoughts. Oh, jeez, this is my forte. Think about not replying to a text message enough. No, Doug. Go all in. Think about cuss words. Think about gore. Think about exposed nipples. Work. Sex and violence are hot advertising strategies for today's grass use. Have you seen those insurance ads with the big-breasted anime girl? You mean Insurance Chan? I love her. I have her on a bumper sticker. If only I had a card to put it on. Doug's too far gone. We have to save ourselves. Think about murder. Think about dead babies. I think we're just giving them ideas. Redboard has tweeted an ad bragging about how their energy shots pose an awesome risk to children and with the unborn babies. It's pointless. Brains are just too edgy to out-edge now. So this is how it ends. After all these centuries, I finally meet death in the form of a late capitalistic curse. Well, if I have to go, at least I'm going with my friends. Yeah, I'll never forget our friendship, even if it legally becomes property of Redboard. Oh, what the hell? I love you too. You'll hold the hands of Bowser heads to accept your fate, but then, wait, something's changed. I haven't thought about anything trademarked in 90 seconds. The spell's gone. We must have been so cheesy that we crossed the line into cringe. And brands are so focused on being cool, coming off as cringe is their biggest fear. How bad is caffeine for pregnancy? Very. So we can repel brands by being friendly and cringe? That works for me. That might work for now, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time before Red Boar and its ilk engage in performative cringe, too. I'll take a win where I can get it. Come on, let's go to a farmer's market and eat something without a barcode on it for once. Gain 2 boldness for your loose thoughts, but lose 2 smarts, no!
No, Sarai.
No! Alright, everybody chooses a celebrity. Say your choice out loud to other players before advancing. Egg is currently in the bathroom.
Well, if they're in the bathroom, I kind of need to pee as well. So I muted my mic like an idiot. I'm gonna go pee.
I
Okay.
lagged.
And I'm safe state.
Hi, Safe State. I am lag. I exist in my hole.
Hi, lag. What? Okay, so I don't know if Egg brought their phone with them. So if they did, that'd be very helpful. Since they haven't. I'm gonna... Celebrity. Oh, Egg's typing. Egg does have their phone. Nicolas Cage. Okay. I wish Mana had named a celebrity before leaving.
I
That would
pick
have been
Adam
helpful.
Sandler.
Adam Sandler, that's a good one. I'm gonna pick... You know what? I'm gonna say Jack Black. Because I was talking with family the other day, and the chicken jockey phenomenon came up of people destroying movie theaters.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I'm so glad I didn't work at a movie theater when that came out.
Yeah. I feel
'Cause I used
I
to,
delivered.
and the Mario movie was
Mhm.
bad.
Oh gosh. See, I went to see the Mario movie, and because I went at like 10 a.m. on a Wednesday, there were like 4 other people there. It was really nice.
Yeah, it's better than what I experienced. We had a whole
Oof.
bunch of birthday parties come in with like just full theaters, 30 plus kids, popcorn everywhere.
There's a movie theater like is in the mall that I deliver to. I've never had to deliver up to that level before. I fear the day I do. Mario movies exactly what you expect to be, nothing more, nothing less. See, I
I
like to
liked it. It
take
was goofy.
yeah, I like it. Here's how I go about my movie joint. I literally just like, did I enjoy the movie? Like, I'm not gonna say a movie is good or bad. I'm gonna tell you how much I enjoyed it. Cause the thing about creative medium is that it is subjective. Could you describe it as good or bad based on the complexity of the story it was trying to do, the quality of the animation, the characterization, how much it changes from the source material? Yeah, you could do all that.
Or you could just like the movie.
Right, okay. Mana, what celebrity do you choose?
Willem Dafoe.
I'm
Willem
also
Dafoe.
changing my answer. I'm gonna go with Laura Bailey.
Laura Bailey. I actually am unfamiliar with Laura Bailey.
She's a voice actor mostly.
Voice actor. Gotcha. What'd she voice act in? Like, what's a well-known
She's
character?
the voice of Kaine in Near Replicant,
Ooh,
which I believe also makes her the voice of 2B, but I'm not sure on that.
gotcha. Okay. So, so we have Jack Black, Nicolas Cage, Laura Bailey, and Willem Dafoe. Player order is decided based on how unlikely it would be to discover the celebrity's Rain's estranged sibling. So, Rain, I think this one's entirely on you. Between Jack Black, Nicolas Cage, Willem Dafoe, and Laura Bailey.
See, it feels wrong to put my own choice first because that's who I'd want to be my estranged sibling.
Right. This is
Who's
first is the least
unlikely.
likely. Least likely.
Least likely. I don't know anything about William Dafoe, so I guess that one.
Willem Dafoe. He played the Green Goblin in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
He's an older gentleman.
He's a really good actor in a lot of Robert Eger movies.
So we're gonna go as least likely is Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, William Dafoe. I'll probably put mine last, but
So then, if you're last, then who is less likely to be your sibling, Jack Black or Nicolas Cage?
Nicolas Cage, because Jack Black's funny.
Ah, yes, we all know comedy
Yes.
is genetic.
Yes. That's who I want.
Time to get some fresh air.
Well, Omen, here I come. Talk
What do you wanna
about...
talk about?
Let's talk about the friend group. You mean the paltry army Liam has gathered to conquer this spooky Kong place? I don't think it's supposed to be an army, nor that Liam's goal is to conquer Spooky Con. Obviously, even with my military prowess, it'd be almost impossible to accomplish such an objective. Once again, a war is lost at its inception due to Liam's legendary ineptitude. What am I supposed to do with the 4 jesters he has introduced me to? Have fun? Surely an activity much more suited for them rather than waging war. Look at Doug, for instance. He might be excellent at giving hugs, but he has 0 combat skills. Confirmed, Doug's a great hugger.
Let's go.
Or Zoe, an admirable woman of incredible might that has rejected destruction to embrace what? Happiness? You make them sound really swell, actually. Probably not. Probably not airport.
To be fair, I believe the game series has been around for the better part of a decade at this point.
Yeah. I
Though I've
mean,
never looked into it.
it's definitely going to be more than your Concord number, I can tell you that much at least. Then there's Nico, a mimic who won't shapeshift. Well, yes, they rarely do it. They usually have genius ideas, but I still can't understand why they avoid utilizing their most useful skill. We sometimes come up with the most ingenious plan, but then almost never include any kind of murder. It's almost as being with them has helped you stay far from trouble. Precisely! April, on the other hand, that woman knows trouble. You can see that she has a thirst for blood and a penchant?
Pension.
Penchant, thank you. Penchant for violence. It's commendable. And yet, she chooses to match such admirable traits behind a shiny and obnoxious persona. Probably all a plan to win over the masses with her cloying songs. That's one clever count for you, am I right? Indeed, she's everyone fooled, especially if she has some other considerable alluring traits. You know, traits worth admiring. Omen has a crush, oh my god. Ah, yes, I think I've admired her traits. They are considerable, indeed. Ugh, what a sad excuse for an army. But I guess they are my army, and so it is my duty to command them. I will bring them countless victories, even if it costs me my other arm. Omen sure has a thorny way of talking about their friends, but you can tell they deeply care. You spend the next hours talking about various things. You can't help but wonder if they have thorny, beautiful things to say about you.
I'm going for Nico once again.
This is so tragic for Rain, because now Rain won't be able to speak with Liam.
That's
so
okay.
sorry. I'm trying to figure out what will be more fun. What about shapeshifting? Oh, what about it? Well, I don't know. How come we don't shapeshift? Isn't it like a mimic's main thing? Ah, right, yeah, it totally is. And is it that you can't? It's okay if you'd rather not talk about this. Ah, what? No, it's totally fine. Of course I can shapeshift. Then why don't you? Wouldn't it be good for cosplay and all that? I guess, but it would feel like cheating, you know? I could just do this. Oh, wow. But that's no fun. I much prefer to transform with acting and convincing cosplay. I see. When I'm not cosplaying, I do...
Dog.
When I'm not cosplaying, I do shapeshift sometimes. But like, who I am, out of cosplay I mean, feels like something that's in a constant flux. There's no one thing that feels like it's 100% me 24/7. Yeah, I think I get it. Would you say shape and identity are fluid things to you? Hell yeah, anyway. Exactly. I don't shapeshift that often because I just like this shape better than any others. At least for now. I like this shape too. It's a good one, isn't it? Who would have thought there was this much to Nico's elusive shapeshifting? They talk about the topic a bit more. It's great to learn about this side of them.
I was exhausted.
They're also almost definitely autistic, based on previous playthroughs where we have gotten their path. Nico has definitely been hit with autism.
Yeah.
Alright. Hello, Vera. Yes. You and Vera decide to relax and watch bad reality TV. It's a night of popcorn, face masks, and talking shit about half the contestants. Relaxation is a concept that's nearly foreign to Vera, so you can tell she appreciates getting to put her feet up for once. What a treat.
Do you think they serve wine?
Alright, Rain, where you going? You can either talk to Zoe or Doug, or sit by yourself.
Zoe and Doug.
And who do you speak to them? Doug.
Go for a walk. You and Doug go for a lovely stroll through the park. Doug brings some birdseed to feed the pigeons with you. Aww. Unfortunately, there's pigeons out today. They are, however, some very territorial geese.
Oh God.
Your lovely stroll turns into a panicked sprint away from the evil geese. At least you do it hand in hand. How romantic! Perfect.
Alright, let's see.
Does that bar mean we're nearing the end?
Yes, that is our timeline.
Oh, okay.
Before you know it, the con's almost over, and it's time to put the finishing touches on your comic. Bring it home with one last brainstorming session. What's a foolproof way to quickly annoy everyone at the city council meeting? Dr. Wallace requesting attempts to boost the mayor. Debut your stand-up comedy set, or voice your very knowledgeable opinions on mustard yet again. Yeah, stand-up comedy, for sure. And it's Rain.
Yeah. What's the one new piece of technology that makes you yearn for the future to come? Bowel control automation system. Perception of aesthetics processor. AI-powered underwear. Eyebrow management system. I mean, bowel control automation system.
Yeah, the because.
As somebody who has bowel issues, I would also choose that.
See? Yeah, it's smart.
Ooh, fun options back to back.
I feel like that's not a fun option. I feel like that's a smart option.
Every time I think I'm being smart, I'm not.
Be bold!
Boldness. Bold maxing.
You're strutting down the lobby. Proud of your amazing cosplay. A kid approaches you. Could I have an autograph, please? Aw, you have a little fan. You hand him an autograph. The kid yells, "Who is Mana?" He leaves crying as he realizes his favorite character is not real. Oops, forgot to stay in character. You gain boldness for being a ruthless person who just shatters someone's dreams.
It's like when the mascot head comes off at Disney World.
Oh my god, that's terrifying anytime I've seen it. And by that I mean anytime I've seen videos of it, because I've never been to Disneyland. Afterwards, you're thinking dreamily of Omen and how sexy she is when she's trying to remove her armor and restore her magical powers. You're daydreaming about her arguing with Liam about it, until you realize that she's actually right in front of you, arguing with Liam about it. Dreams do come true. What about half a day? And I shan't even remove the full suit, just the cape. Omen, we've been over this. The answer is no. Come on. I am doing a compromise with you instead of simply bashing your skull in. Is that not indicative of the vast growth I've made as a person? I hear you, but I said no, and even if I changed my mind, I doubt the Coven would ever agree to it. I have ways of making them agree. Like, baking them a batch of delicious cookies with practically no poison in them. That is what nice people do to persuade others, right? Well, it's a start. Look, I've got a panel to go to now. We can talk more about this later. Wait, are you not dismissing me outright? Does that mean I have a chance? We'll see. Don't get your hopes up. Too late! Ah, Mana, good news. Liam is close to caving in and giving me my powers back. I need to sharpen my rusty magic skills. One I'd definitely like to practice is a necromancy ritual I used to cast to raise an army of skeletons. Such wonderful times I had. There I was, conquering kingdoms, terrifying widows and children. I was a bona fide bone lord. So how about it? Can you work your magical non-magic skills and get me the skeleton warriors I deserve? Ooh, that's a tall order, but Omen's happiness is on the line. Time to raise those bones. Okay, this is your true calling as a shenanigans doers. Convince Omen she is raised in an army of reanimated skeletons by pulling off the biggest weekend at Bernie's ever, or just raise a regular army. Almost everyone is a flesh-covered skeleton anyway. The only thing standing between Omen and a skeleton army will be skinning a lot of people. Regular army it is.
Regular army it is.
Because that was definitely the bold option. You call up Doug and Nico, who are always down for whatever bullshit you've gotten up to, and get to work raising your army. Wow, I never would have guessed we could convince this many people to join us in such little time. Never underestimate the power of online radicalization. It's almost a bit scary. So, how is everyone's skinning game? Whoever's the least experienced can use my machete. I think I can manage with this potato peeler. Maybe I can just raise the team's morale, like, from a distance. Suit yourself. More skinning for me. 3 hours later. Okay, I've got my second one done. How are you all doing? Still on my first. I'm not very good at this. Same. It's sort of hard with the screaming and all that. You got this, team. It's not so bad. Just picture them as big, delicious potatoes. Look, I'm super into cheering Omen up, but, and hear me out, what if we made an army of skeletons with a skin exoskeleton? Isn't skin basically armor for skeletons anyway? Let's just drop the whole army plan. It's proven impossible to recreate my Grimoire spells perfectly anyway. You sure? Yes, it's okay. A century has passed. It's only natural that times, and I, have changed. Makes sense. We already lost half our recruits once they saw the whole skinning thing anyway. The fact that they didn't lose all of them is shocking. Nico grabs a freshly skinned skeleton and moves it like a ventriloquist puppet. I'll bet a hot dog could cheer you up, Omen. Come to the diner with us, don't be a bonehead. Sure, let's go. You enjoy a delicious dinner with your friends. All that boldness skinning through. Skinning sure worked up an appetite.
Right, it's Ike's turn.
I'm just crashing out of my fucking creativity, bro.
There's a way to raise it.
Yeah, I know.
And also, with this decision, It is, you want to just choose the one that is most like the highest stat between the two. So you essentially, you look at the two options, you have to figure out what stat they represent, and then choose the higher of the two.
You head to the front desk of the hotel to ask for an extra towel. They give you one. You're drunk with power, so you decide to test how many extra towels you can ask for before they tell you to stop. You manage to get 14 extra towels. Huh, what can you do with this many towels? You only needed one. You decide to build a towel fort in your hotel room. You gain 2 creativity from such a magnificent architectural endeavor.
Let's go. Let's make a fort.
Afterward, you're sipping some water when you see something hot enough to make you do a spit take. Nico in her new cosplay.
Oh no, the item you got has forced them into this look all the time.
Oh no.
Crashing out. There you are, Egg. What do you think? Am I sexy enough? You can't answer, but your nosebleed speaks for itself. I gotta say, I'm loving all this breeze on my skin.
Oh no, we have been
Say it.
robbed.
Give us the
Never
soundbite.
been harder.
We have been robbed.
I'd have thought you'd be used to having your nipples exposed. Maybe on a regular basis, but not while I'm cosplaying. I feel more naked than when I really am naked. Is this how regular people feel when they go dong out in public? I wouldn't know. Anyway, I didn't just come here to show off. I need your help deciding what my act should be for the talent portion of the Cosplay Grand Prix. I'm flattered, but are you sure you want my help after what happened last time? Yep, I still trust you wholeheartedly, even though you've given me no reason to do so. I assume it's because I'm developing feelings for you. You are? Well, yeah. Wasn't it obvious? I'm sharing my love of cosplay with you. That's basically second base for me. So, do you have any ideas for what my talent act could be? We have all the time in the world to think of something. Assuming all the time in the world is less than 24 hours, because that's when the contest starts. Time is of the essence. What talent should Nico perform to win the Cosplay Grand Prix?
I did send
Looks
the
great. Love
costume
that.
in the group chat.
Bark, 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 bark. Anyway.
Oh
Morgan.
my
Name.
god.
Okay,
If you know
hold
what
on.
Morgan looks like, Nico is Morgan.
Oversexualized video game characters tend to be wield weirdly phallic weapons, disrupt the industry by building the most vaginal, vulvastic, pushyless suspect.
Mm.
Over-sexualized video game characters fly or die depending on the quality of boob jiggle physics. Study them so Nico can master peck jiggling.
Okay, you want to choose the
I
one that you have the
choose the
highest
one
stat
option.
in.
I think that's the top one, but I'm not sure because I didn't go down this route.
So which?
We're doing the top one. Fuck it, we ball.
No, that was
Mm,
creative.
Crashing
oh,
out.
I'm so
oh.
sorry, Egg.
I trusted you.
I said I wasn't sure.
You spend the rest of the day helping Nico craft their weapon. Later at the Cosplay Grand Prix, Nico performs a mock battle with another contestant. You'll never defeat me. I got pussy power. What kind of weapon is that? It looks like a, you know... It's a vagina. Isn't it beautiful? No. It's super inappropriate. How is it even allowed? No one was bothered when that Harold McDonghart cosplayer wielded the phallic spear of thrusting earlier. Why is this any different? Because it's a vagina. That's gross. Everyone in the crowd starts murmuring their agreement. I didn't come to this contest to see anatomically I'm just sad now.
I'm so sorry, Egg.
Bruh. I feel like there's a double standard going on here. I'm just gonna go for this.
At least you got to see the image.
I'm just gonna skip. I'm just gonna skip through that.
I'm so sorry. I pat on the shoulder. They're there. I am so sorry.
I've accepted every time I play one of these games, I never, ever get the good options.
Hey, Chad, if there's any fan artists out there, please draw Egg with Nico doing things.
You sit down to watch a panel about new proposed TTRPG classes. Tons of cool options like insurance salesperson, horse with knife shoes, and Steve. Your mind is bursting with new TTRPG world building ideas to counter with Steve's naturally overpowered abilities, giving you 2 smarts. Then you put on your finest clothes and prepare your palate for the driest wines because Vera's taking you out to dinner. You go to her hotel room and knock on her door. Oh. I'm so sorry. I'm still in my pajama. Oh, it's just you. Never change, Vera. Bad news. We're gonna be late to our reservation. For the life of me, I can't decide what to wear. No worries. Mind if I hang out in here while you figure it out? Sure, knock yourself out. You can sit on the bed, but don't wrinkle anything. She shuts her off in the bathroom. Her bed is completely covered in designer clothes that probably cost more than your organs. You play it safe and sit on the floor. I don't know if you could hear my whistle there. There we go. Yay or nay on this outfit? Yay for me. Ugh, are you sure? The longer I look at it, the more hideous it looks. But nope, too late. I already ate it. She returns to the bathroom, and 15 fashionably late minutes later, she returns in a new outfit. Damn!
Ooh.
Oh, that is nice. What about this? Oh, I think it's even uglier than the first one. I agree.
No.
I didn't think it was that serious. No.
Yeah, I'm with.
Stop
I
doubting
agree.
yourself and serve.
Serve cunt.
Just like that, she's back in the bathroom. Not this one, not that one. I wouldn't be caught dead and... Oh, that reminds me. Sarah, you've proven yourself useful enough in picking out cute outfits. I need to decide between someone to wear. I'm making a decision. She whips out her phone and shows you 2 truly stunning outfits, but your favorite is undoubtedly... Hello, Sailor!
Hello, nurse.
I'm vibing with that Witch of the Woods look, perfect mix of evil stepmother and step on me mommy.
Oh my god.
Go for that hunting season vibe, it makes you look dapper, and I'm sure you'll find good use for that shotgun.
Oh, they do a little blur effect on the one you're not selecting at the moment.
Very nice. Ooh. So which one is this?
You're on the
I
left
feel
one.
like- I feel like left one. I mean, I like the outfit. I'm just gonna trust my gut. Oh. Okay. First one for sure. Cast a curse on me, you beautiful frost witch. Shut up, you dork. But yeah, no, I'm glad you like it. I had the cloak custom tailored for my vacation. Ooh, vacation, do tell. I'm going on a well-deserved retreat to a ski lodge soon. You know, I don't usually like to take breaks, but God, do I need a fucking break.
Mood.
So many businesses days, I can hardly remember which ones are legal and which ones are money laundering fronts. But God, the goons, the fucking goons. Goons are so hard to manage.
We're gooning in here, fellas.
Every minute it's, boss, should we put this body in the fridge? Boss, where's my lunch break? Boss, one of Devi's frozen fingers fell into my lunchbox. Yeesh, sounds stressful. It is, but hey, at least goons are too stupid to unionize. That would be a real headache. She doesn't know about the goonion chat.
The Goonion?
She doesn't know about the goonion. But Panda Red bans anybody. Still, I can't wait to be at the lodge. Just me, some old wine, and quiet snowfall. I've been rolled world for too long. It's high time Vera Oberlin found some peace. Anyway, this conversation isn't going to get us to the restaurant any faster. I guess we're at this old...
Yeah!
Yeah! Let's leave before I change my mind. Dinner's delightful, but sometimes it's little moments like these that really take the spotlight. You gain +2 smarts and lose 2 brilliance.
My turn. I want to go to the merch hall.
Yeah.
You find a cool shirt. You like in a commercial stand. It costs $3.99 monster dollars. Then you buy a
Oh,
The capitalism got them.
pop,
They
pop.
got done in by the capitalism. That's so tragic. 07.
07 in chats, everyone.
Oh, there we go, right back.
Then you buy a cool Zarn for $2.99 monster dollars. Then a set of anime badges for $1.99 monster dollars. Then you buy a pack of gum for 0.99 monster dollars. Damn it, you have 4 loose coins jiggling in your pocket. It's annoying as fuck. Luckily, you find a shady guy who whispers, "Give it to me and I'll give you +2 charm." You feel dirty for some reason, but you got stats and your pockets aren't jiggling anymore. You're still reeling from the horrors you saw in that homemade taxidermy booth.
Oh.
So you're a little slow on the uptake when your other friends stop dead. Oh my gosh, is that a Pure Lust polyresin 1/4 figurine of Lady Domitrescu?
Oh
mixed in the
no.
box? Hell yeah. Were there any of those words supposed to mean something to me? They only made 50 of these BDs. I never even seen one in person. I think I'm gonna pass out. Focus, Doug. You can't make the purchase of a lifetime if you don't keep your eyes on the prize. Ha! There's no chance in heck I can afford that figurine. I need to take out like 2 loans on my moped.
He would own a
He would, yeah.
He would. In a slash pause way. He would have so.
In a sleigh way.
In a slaying way, yes.
It's okay. It's enough to just stand here admiring it, pretending for a few sweet minutes that it's mine. I've purchased the big-breasted object of your desire. Grovel for my mercy. Oh, Omen, you shouldn't have. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Omen, it was incredibly nice of you to buy Doug that figurine as your Redemption Arc program sponsor. I'm proud to take some credit for your growth. What are you two talking about? I bought this lecherous totem for me! I don't yet know how it works, but its mere aura caused your brains to become mush, and now that power belongs to me. Count your days, fuckers. Never mind. I take no responsibility for this. Woman may be an idiot, but they're a hot, rich idiot that you like, and they just bought something that another hot, broke idiot that you like really wants. If you play your cards right, you're sure that you can work something out that makes everyone happy. Strike a deal with Omen. Doug gets the figurine and she can have some other plaything exchange, like your soul or whatever. Explain that the figurine is powerfully cursed. Whoever owns it risks developing an intense attachment to the fictional hottie it represents. I'd strike a deal. She can have my soul. That's fine.
All right, well, we'll give them your soul.
Easy. Rain, don't. Hush, Liam. Adults are talking. Good boy.
Oh my
Alright,
god.
Show me the goods. Fine. You recite an ancient Enochian chant that turns your astral self inside out and exposes your soul. Rain, you don't need to forfeit your immortal soul in exchange for a figurine just because I like. But then again, it is a pure lust polyresin Lady Dimitrescu's.
Oh.
Ah, so close. So close to finishing the sentence. This is so tragic.
And I.
There we go.
But then again, it is a pure lust polyresin Lady Dimitrescu, so who am I to tell you what to do? Well, you don't need to, because there's no deal. You are too eager to get rid of your soul. There must be something wrong with it. What? That's silly. What could be wrong with my soul? Many things. For one, you could have soul bonded with somebody without protection and contracted soul crabs. Or perhaps you sat in a weird smell for too long and allowed the stink to soak into the fabric of your soul. I don't want my soul prison to smell bad. Offer denied. I keep the totem. Are you really turning down my soul for a horny piece of plastic? I got a demon offering me a year of piano lessons for this thing. Ugh. Fine. I'll take your soul. I guess worst case scenario, I can later trade it for those piano lessons. I suspect I have to relearn anyway, you know, since now I have half the hands I had when I first learned. Rain, I owe you big time. Not my soul, please, but maybe I could give you my moped? You're just happy to help, and that you finally managed to get rid of your soul. Soul crabs are the worst. You're telling me I have soul crabs?
You have soul crabs.
Soul
Crazy.
crabs?
Well, now she does.
That's true.
Gain +2 charm and lose 2 smarts.
Another thing for you to bond over.
Perfect.
Last day's here.
Will be your con. Love. Who were you asking out?
Omen.
I fear if I'll be able to get this. I believe in you, Nico.
I'm obviously. I believe for the special endings, you do have to say none of them.
Yeah.
So that's my goal. And then Rain.
Liam.
Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, let's check the comic.
Oh, it's me. Finally, the art gang gathers round to put all the pieces of your greatest masterpiece together. Time to see the fruits of your labor. Space Heist is a comic about a heist in space. It follows a charismatic ragtag team of outlaws with a unique set of skills. Faith, a hacker who can do magic with a keyboard. She's evading the law because she leaked the files of Jupiter's darkest secret. Susan.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Susan,
Literally me.
a seasoned spaceship pilot who desperately needs the money to buy the rights to the letter W. Calculester, an android who wants to learn all about the thrills of life. His tech provides a valuable resource to this adventure. Free internet access.
Useful.
Oh, look, it's me. And the band's leader.
Next page.
And the band's leader, Valerie. She's a space pirate with a thirst for money and a score to settle. Together, they will aim for the one thing no one in the galaxy has ever dared to steal. The Big Mustard Reserve.
God damn it, Calculester. I told you never to attempt stand-up comedy. I had to take the risk, for I wanted to experience the thrills of life. Stop fighting. I managed to hack into their bowel control automation system.
Oh my god.
They're gonna be shitting all over the place.
Come on, you two, hop in here. The station's about to explode. Fasten your seatbelts. Never again, Calculester. No promises. I can't make any promises,
This
for
whole
I am
game is
programmed
an
to live. Yep. Kaboom! Our heroes escaped by the skin of their teeth, but by blowing up the space station, could they also have blown their cover? To be continued.
Alright.
Party's approaching. Alright.
You finally gather your courage and ask your beloved to go to the con after party with you. You desire romantic entanglement with me? But I am a Vulcan, and love, like all feelings, does not align well with Vulcan philosophy. I'm sorry. Wait, no. Regret is also a feeling, so I can't be sorry. You almost made me break character. I'd better leave. Sorry again. I mean, not sorry.
Sorry,
It
not
just
sorry.
literally
Oh.
every single time I play one of the monster games, I've never gotten them.
Do you think it's
Like-
because the amount of partners you have in real life makes you diametrically opposed in the universe to dating sims?
All I know, like I don't play dating sims because every single time I play them, I either never get the person I want, or like I end up somehow like getting one of like the wildest secret endings. Because the first monster prom, I got the one where you get the shit beat out of you by the fire demon. I don't even know how I got it. He just kept jumping me. Like the entire game, and I'm like, why are you jumping? The only game I've managed to get the one I wanted was Hooked on You. But every other dating game I've played, I've never get them. The pain of loneliness is too much. You decide to move to Scotland and become a goat herd. You fully isolate yourself from society. You grow your own crops and wipe your ass with the reusable toilet paper made from goat wool. And when the solitude is too much to bear, you carve a... God.
Read the line, Ag.
Carve a wooden dildo from a pine tree and do what you must. And no, it's not sad. Everyone else is just sad that they don't have a goat's herd or a wooden dildo to splinter.
You finally gather your courage and ask your beloved to go to the con after party with you. Well, I commend you for your good taste, but I can't. You see, Liam Prom, I've become sort of a popular figure at this con. In order to avoid the public eye, I'll have to attend incognito. So, we can avoid the public eye together. No offense, Rain, but you're not well known for your discretion.
Oof.
I can be discreet. I'll be the discreetest. Sorry, but no.
Maybe in a couple centuries.
Ouch, that was one hell
Not
of
the
a
swipe
rejection.
laugh.
It was so bad that Facebook saves an anniversary for it, giving you a yearly reminder
Oof.
how your painful failure to find love. Remind me why anyone else still uses Facebook.
This game remains based.
Yeah.
Alright, it's Sarah's
Dang.
turn. You didn't ask. Oh god, I have to read this.
Yes.
You didn't ask any of your friends to go to the party with you because you're already stone hard for a certain Gorgon, if you know what I mean. Con after party, huh? I guess that sounds fun. You're not gonna wear that, are you? I'm not gonna be seen with a date that's anything less than a 12 out of 10. Come on, we're going to the mall so I can dress you. You'll also be buying me a new designer handbag for my troubles. Yes, ma'am. Hey, the after party was fun, but your night was even better. Vera indulged the party for about an hour, then declared she was all nerded out and took you to a classy cocktail lounge. One drink turned into several, which turned into making out, which turned into... I'm gonna quickly switch over to the just chatting screen. Well, I'll say this, that new cocktail couch will probably never recover from the pounding it took that night.
Oh.
Okay, that wasn't a picture, but...
I have a feeling Sarah is the only one who's going to succeed.
Tragic.
You go looking for Omen to invite them to the party, but they actually end up finding you first. Mana, you will never believe it. Liam actually convinced the Coven to let me take off the cape for a few hours. Who would have thought that who would have thought that tedious... Resetting, because my brain did not read that sentence right. Who would have thought that that tedious fucker would actually be good for something? This should allow me to channel at least some of my power. That's incredible, Omen. What spells do you want to cast first? Actually, I have decided not to cast any magic. What? But I thought that was the whole reason you wanted to take the cape off. It was, at first. But now I've realized that there are other things I'd rather do without my
Chatting
clothes.
screen.
You know what? I should probably do the same. I am talking about having sex. With you. Yeah, no, I got that. I'm in. Of course you are. Oh.
Very good decision.
God
Very
damn.
good decision. Oh my god.
Beautiful.
Screenshot button.
Yeah,
Like
oh.
that, Lana?
I'm good.
It's on a steamy scale, it's 9. Here, I'll read it. I'll read it for you. I'll pull it. Considering they've been out of practice for over 100 years, Omen's surprisingly great in bed. You can't believe they gave up the chance to magically turn people inside out just to fuck you. Maybe they're closer to redemption than you thought. Or maybe they're just hornier than they are evil. Either way, it's a win.
Oh my.
Dang.
I got stun locked.
Jesus. You want me to send you that one for your records?
Don't call me out like this, God.
And here we go. Before we knew it, the con had ended. It was just 4 days, but we could swear it felt like an entire lifetime. All sorts of misadventures took place, entire friendships blossomed, and we ourselves changed as people. The idea of going back to our day-to-day lives made us feel a little bit disoriented. Promises were made of not growing apart, of meeting again soon. Still, we would lie if we said it didn't feel a bit sad to leave all that behind. But as each of us went on our own way, we realized that wherever we went, these people would be there with us. And with that came a truth that, to this day, we hold close to our hearts. No matter where we are, we belong. It's a thought that still gives us warmth, that makes us feel, once again, young and unafraid. It reminds us that even as years go by, we will always be ready to start.
I like this game.
This was very fun.
I'm still recovering. Oh my God.
This is funny timing considering I'm going to a con in literally like 4 months.
Ooh.
Nice.
One of these days I will go to a con.
I usually go to
I
the
forgot
ones in
about
my
that part of the
state
credits.
just I usually go to the ones in my state because like they're the easiest, but I'm gonna be going out of state to SumiCon in like a few months. Because I was originally gonna go to TwitchCon again, but then because a lot of people who are gonna go with me like it's harder for them to go to TwitchCon, I canceled that one because the rest of them live in Texas, which is where SumiCon is, so it's a lot easier for them to just do the one in Texas than go all the way to San Diego.
Subscribe and like.
That's a statement for chat.
One.
I really like these games, even when I fuck up all the time.
See you in Monster Prom 5.
Yeah.
There was a Cult of the Lamb character. Is that the cosplay guy again?
Yes, one of them is cosplaying as. I believe the Weird Little Village one is also a Cult of the Lamb reference.
Yeah, it's a mixture of that and Animal Crossing because,
Yes.
you know, it's Animal Crossing. Everyone knows Animal Crossing, whether they play it or not.
Leave a good review of the game. Thanks for playing. You can now call Gerard. It's Suzanne. A new outfit for Omen. A new comic genre. Nice.
Be careful.
I'm just gonna put, yes, no,
Be careful.
I'm aware.
Just moving to my just chatting as well.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I just want to look at. Okay. God damn.
Yeah, all of the secret endings we've seen are so much hotter than I anticipated.
The good news, though, is that now that we have not just now that we have more than the secret ending, now that we have the failures and the success. Oh my God! Look at all the failure poses. Jesus. Yeah, and then we've also got Vera's. Oh, it's two different frames as well. So because now that we have more than the secret endings, it's not going to auto be. You didn't see anything.
Well, if anyone wants to see those images, you can pause it in the VOD when I upload
There's
it.
exactly one frame. Oh yeah, so we've got Vera's, which is awesome.
That is true. You could just look all the things up.
Then we got all the date spots, which is lovely.
Yeah.
When did they ever show up?
First game.
I remember her from the first game, yeah.
No, I mean like literally in this.
She was one of the comic characters.
Oh, makes sense.
So because of that, they...
Oh, okay. This is... Nice, we got the other outfits.
That casual outfit is really good.
That's a really nice outfit.
The drugs guy.
Yes, the guy who's on ketamine. And then, we got
I relate to him on a spiritual level.
There we go.
I don't think this... I'm not going to get all those outcomes, though. I can tell you. I don't love this game that
that's
much.
Absolutely not happening. No, this would be if I was regularly playing it. Well, honestly, this went... I think it's funny that this was a lot faster than when Mana and I were playing.
I mean... I think it makes sense when you aren't having to take breaks to water as much. Because you can just take your breaks when other people are, you know.
True. Plus, we weren't going through the tutorial a second time.
That's true. Also, we didn't have to deal with the tutorial.
Look at the achievements.
There's so many achievements, and I just went, yeah.
Not genitalia, but you know, it was a 9 out of 10.
It was enough that Twitch's rule about covering up would have been broken.
Right. Which is why we quickly swapped away from it.
It's the thing of you have to cover hips, for example.
I thought they had an exception for like tasteful nudity in games, so long as it's not the like main focus.
I don't know.
Because like you can actually go through the character creator in Cyberpunk without getting flagged.
Hmm.
There.
That is something I should probably look into.
This is something that I really thought it was going to take a lot longer. I thought we were going to be here for like 3 to 4 hours, but no, we managed to wrap it up in 2.5. How lovely, how unexpected.
Oh, Caffeinet's streaming.
I'm kind of glad because I accidentally ended up only getting like 4 hours of sleep.
Oof.
So I was like, oh fuck, am I gonna fall asleep during this? Like I was fighting for my life to stay awake.
I fell asleep
what,
during
that's pretty
my D&D campaign I was playing in before this. Somebody woke me up and I was like, oh, what's going on?
I went to bed early with the intention of like, I will be awake hours before the thing and I'll have food in my system, I'll be ready. And instead I woke up 4 hours later, my body's like, guess what, you're not going back to sleep. And I was like, what the fuck?
Oh,
No.
I hate when my body does that.
The one time I try to go to bed early to get my body rest, it decides, hey, fuck you, we don't like that you care about us. Only 4 hours of sleep, get bullied.
I get woken up all the time because I have to pee in response to airport's statement. I've been trying to get my bladder issues figured out, but every doctor's like, no, all you need to do is take this medicine. It's like, bitch, you're the 7th doctor! Just believe me, god damn it, I wanted to stop peeing all the time.
Alright, here, I'll close out of the game now since, you know, we're not doing another run through. Absolutely not. That would be silly, that would be foolish. That would be
like you're doing a subathon day.
Right.
Maybe a bit long.
I will say I think it would be. I had a dream 100 pigeons shitting on my head just shattered the umbrella. Jesus. What
Dreams
I'll
are
say
so
is,
funny.
I do think it would be fun, or at least interesting, to just do a special stream of just playing through all 4 monster Prom games in a row with a group of people. I think that would be a very fun, if I was ever doing like a full-on thing, like I want to do that one day as like this is a full, we're doing an event, we're doing a special 4-person stream thing. I think that would be really cool to do one day, but obviously that is not anytime soon. That would easily be like at least 8 hours.
That's
That would
me
be at
with
least 8
wanting
hours.
to reset my progress, like my achievement unlocks in game of World of Horror, and just speed running, getting all of them. Just an insane idea.
I was really tempted to like stream after this stream, but like with the lack of sleep, I'm just like, fuck, I can't.
The sleep, the lack of love.
No, like, here's the thing. I like dating sims, but I hate that when they do the rejection ones, they drag it out. And I feel like I'm getting secondhand embarrassment having to read that shit out on stream.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's not your fault. But I like Monster Prom, or I like the dating games where you're playing with your friends because it's fun. You know, like I can see how my friends would play, or I can see what their type is, basically. So I'm very much not surprised at the type you picked, Save.
What do you mean?
Wait, no, it wasn't Save who picked, it was Mana. I'm not surprised at your choice, Mana.
Yeah. Zoe is me for real, but Omen is the type of person I want to do things with.
See, I can't remember what I was gonna say. I don't know, my brain shut down. I'm very tired.
We can tell.
It's okay.
Trying to function. It's like 6 p.m. I should not go to bed. Maybe I should stream. Maybe it'll keep me awake. Or maybe it'll turn to that one day where I fell asleep on stream.
I remember that day. In any case, this has been very fun, but I think it would be best for all of us to see who are we gonna raid.
I would suggest Caffeinet because they're live and they just barely hit affiliate.
They just barely hit affiliate. Well,
It's
I
been
thought they were
less.
Philly this entire time. Holy shit.
It's been less than a week.
oh wait, am I not? I might actually not be following Caffeine. Oh, I'm not following Caffeine. Oh, that's embarrassing.
Bruh.
Oops. Listen, the amount of time ever since I've tried to become like more social, the amount of times I've been like, oh, one of my mutuals is streaming. Let me go lurk. Oh.
I'm not following.
I'm not following.
I've done
That's
that once or
embarrassing.
twice and I felt bad.
The amount of times I've been trying to like just follow more of my mutuals off stream.
Yeah, because it feels weird to do it on stream.
Right.
Because it's like, bitch, you weren't following this whole
But then it's
time?
like, I like if I want to say hi, then it's like, ooh. Will they notice?
Well, I don't think they notice unless they have followers only on. Because I don't think it tells you.
Right.
It only tells you, so-and-so followed. So-and-so subbed.
It's very unfortunate. It looks like Caffeinet's in a BRB screen.
Oh, no.
Oh no. I want to raid Caffeinet, but Caffeinet might not be around to see it. Let's look around. Let's see.
How do you feel about there's a person that I've been watching that I could potentially recommend.
Send them to me and I'll vet them.
Okay. I promise they're cool. I met them on Blue Sky. I say that because of their name.
Right. I just want to, I want to make sure I'm vetting who I'm raiding.
Bye, chat.
Yeah.
They're playing Minecraft.
Well,
Ugh.
my chat is raided over to Caffeinet. Oh, Caffeinet's back. Caffeinet's back.
Oh. Caffeinet's back, then I